Hey guys, Wolf Dimensions coming back at you with a new video. This time, I want to discuss my opinions and thoughts about what's been released about Godzilla so far. Now, this is stuff that I've unavoidably seen. I did not search this out because, I'm trying to stay not as spoiled as ever, so I don't, ruin the movie for myself. But after seeing some of the stuff and seeing what it was about, I just can't help but, give my own opinion and ideas. So I've seen the teaser that Monarch released, so it's not as bad. Here's the poster, by the way, the release thing that they did. I can't say I know the actress. I know she's supposed to be famous for show like Stranger Things, I think. I've never watched it. It wasn't really my thing. But yeah, no, the poster looks good. It has a very Kong Skull Island feel. But the big issue that I want to get to is that the story plots that we know so far and how the movie overall feels is very reminiscent to two other films in the earlier series. Now, I made a comment at some point. I've never wrote it on video, but honestly, this is literally a high-budget modern remake of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. It really is. It has the same cast of monsters and a very similar storyline. Now, what I'd also like to say is that they're adding in a very similar, I think, honestly, a plot sequence from, I think, either Destroy All Monsters or, well, Destroy All Monsters had it, but a big plot from Monster Zero. Invasion of the Astro Monster. Can't remember if that's the official name, but I think that those two movies are a big plot piece of how this movie was made, because not only do you have the original four monsters that started the kaiju brawl in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, you also have some of the plot devices of Invasion of the Astro Monster. Now, the idea of humans or anything controlling the monsters is not a new idea. Ghidorah was controlled by the aliens, and so was Godzilla. The humans have controlled some monsters. They've had their own mechanical monsters. So, they're really honestly bringing back a Japanese-type style to these movies. And this kind of goes into my theory that, honestly, I think that Godzilla 2014, in my opinion, was the remake of the Showa Godzilla, the Hero Godzilla. And, a big part that cemented that to me was the fact that in the end of 2014, they called him a hero. Now, this, to me, makes it even more plausible, is that they brought the same monsters, the same scenario, no new monsters as far as we know. I'm not sure if there'll be any reference to the Mutos. There might be. But honestly, I think that this is a big throwback to the original series with modern elements in it. And I think that's a really good idea because, the Showa series got a really bad rap for its trying to stick with kids, trying to get kids to like it. Because honestly, the start of that monster was not meant for children. It's a allegory about the dangers of nuclear war and of mankind itself. So, the start of Godzilla, honestly, I don't think it ever should have been turned into a kids series. But I'm really glad that they're kind of giving the Showa series almost like a remake. A lot of people say I'm crazy for thinking that, but it just fits so well to me to have a hero Godzilla in a modern setting that's not as cheesy. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the cheese factor of the old ones. I think they're charming and are campy and have their own fun style, but seeing a modern mix of that is really interesting. So, I am excited, but not because it's a sequel to 2014, but for the fact that this presents some opportunities, new and from older movies, that I think will be interesting to be explored. Now, if you saw my idea for how I think Ghidorah will be presented in the movie, I still think he will be a planetary destroying monster that comes from space. I mean, there's no reason why he couldn't be, in my opinion. I mean, as long as they don't have the aliens like Invasion of the Astro Monster and like the Nebula M guys that made Mechagodzilla, I think it would work fine. But at the same time, they could pull a GMK and make him an ancient Earth being. Now, either wouldn't be horrible, but I think to bring some depth back to the character, it would be really interesting if they made him an Astro Monster again. So I really wanted to talk about, just my quick little opinions on that, show off the new poster that came out, and just explain what I think, what I appreciate about the teaser so far, and what I think that it'll be like. I think it'll be a mix of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, and I think it'll be a mix of Invasion of the Astro Monster. Especially with all the Monster Zero references, stuff like that. I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I can't wait to see the film, guys. Like, I'm really hyped. I saw the poster with Godzilla shooting his atomic breath. I think, honestly, America is having its chance to make another decent Godzilla film that'll make everyone happy. And I can't wait to see more of Godzilla, to see what he does, if he is the hero, if they have that sentient knowledge. I am all pumped for it, and I'm excited to see it. I know D-Man out there is too. He's been posting things non-stop. Well, guys, Wolf Dimensions signing off. See you guys in the next video. Bye.